Welcome back to Europa. This is episode 2 of my playthrough? I mean, what does playthrough really mean in Stationeers? I mean, I've never done rockets even. Which is shameful after all, like 1800 hours of gameplay, actual gameplay. Why haven't I done rockets ever? I mean, it's sad. Not even in creative. Damn it, I'm missing out here. But honestly, I'm looking for more survival playthrough motivation. And that'll come with the new terrain system, for example. But sorry, I don't have anything new to say. I can just repeat what I've said 100 times like YouTube videos tend to do, and then everybody's watching it again in hopes that something new will be there. But even if it isn't, then they will enjoy that which they heard and liked so much to be uttered again. No, thank you. So, we need some more steel. Do I have the material for that? No. Why do I need more steel? Because I want to make the security printer so that I can print explosives so that I can mine. So in other words, this kind of goes in circles. Or, no it doesn't. I have the steel stuff here. Let's make steel then. It's going to be a bit warm in here then, but... the automatism will come. This should be later in this episode. Hopefully. So, let's get ready then.
Oxygen low.
Alright.
Oxygen critical.
So how much gas is in there? Tons. And it's cold, so I have to really, really heat it up. This is not gonna be good when it comes to station temperature. And oh, I haven't yet done this. Ah, crap. Yeah, that's something I want to do. Okay, let's do that first then. A bit of cleaning up is required. Oh, where are my gas bottles? There's one. Where do I put these? Here, with the gas stuff. I guess. This one moves over a bit. Maybe I should first do the pipes and then the tank. That would make sense. So, another 4 years of Trump then, huh? Alright. But either way, it's gonna be an interesting show. And, I mean, when you realize that you don't have any power, that's kind of freeing. I mean, it's frustrating at first, but it also then you realize if you can't do anything about it, then it's a big show. Even if you don't enjoy it, but it's a show, and you can relax and let go. Let them fight it out. We play Stationeers. Good thing there wasn't anything in there yet, else I would now be in the room. Okay, so I need to be able to unleash that out there. There would be a valve here, but then this would go up there already, and then the pipe touches the outdoors. And these pipes will also not be insulated. I can make insulated pipes now though, and I want to. Yeah, let's do that. This means I will spit out the steel, but there wasn't enough steel anyway. Which is why see beginning of this video. And wait, this one, right? And let's use it in here then. Insulated pipe. And while we're at it, maybe I want to swap out this one with an insulated passive vent. I mean, it's a bit overkill, but I don't know, I know it's incorrect like this, and I now have the means. Oh. Do we need two? Nope.
Oxygen low. Oxygen critical. Temperature low. Oxygen low. Oxygen critical.
So I can decide whether it comes out of the furnace with a valve. Then up here in the ceiling can be a pipe, since it's insulated, who cares? That goes into the tank optionally, and that's the thing. I need two valves. Do I possibly have some already? Yeah, possibly. I don't. Won't I need three valves? Yeah, actually. Three valves. So step one is out of here. That's the output, yeah. And then I can decide whether it comes out. And then it goes into the tank or it goes into the outdoors. Is that right? The tank placement would be pretty awkward like this. Oh, I know. Good idea. Yeah, I understood that. Always like to make the lever face into the direction of flow, not that it makes any... Wait a minute. God damn it, I could use this one instead, the one-way valve gas. That might actually be meaningful here, wait a minute. Huh. Interesting. I've never used them. In other words, let's use them.
Oxygen low. Oxygen critical.
Okay, now we can unleash that into the wild, or we can use a tank. Somewhere here. On the floor or on the ceiling, now I have the choice. I think I prefer the floor. Or don't I? It's a bit wasty. But then it's in the wall. That sucks. The floor then. That's how it would go into that, but... Yes, and indeed he chose an uninsulated tank because ultimately I want those gases to not be hot. But because, for example, if I need CO2, I need it right away without some extra cooling cycle. And of course this will then heat up the room by cooling down the gas in that tank, but I can use normal pipes from this point on. I mean, I will have a good cooling solution. I'm intending to use 2 active vents and what's the counterflow heat exchanger? Not good that I can't get there anymore. That might be relevant. Oh. Okay. So insulated up there, yes. Ah yes, okay, all I need is 1 insulated pipe. And the rest uninsulated. Because the tank is also not insulated. I mean, what for, right? One-way valve gas. In this direction indeed, and that's the output for liquid, which I've never used. My bad, I know, but I don't intend on starting now. And I now still have the option to add some stuff here in between to get out some gas in other directions. So I think this setup is pretty fine. Yeah, with one little mistake. Maybe I should turn that around so it can be utilized from here. Yeah, that's better. That's the one. Yeah, the sound was pretty nice when it started, but now it's getting a bit too spooky. Let's leave that on for a few minutes just to get a taste of what that would be like. Or will be like in a month, who knows? Instead of the valve, I should actually use a pump, shouldn't I? Something's wrong with my first-person mode. I can't get it back. Unfortunate. Particularly since I forgot the fucking mission timer. How long is the video by now? 15 minutes. I have to correct that. I'm sorry about that. Minutes. 35 plus 15. Anyway, first person mode, anyone? What's happening? Third person control, right shift. Did they change some function maybe and now it no longer works or whatever? That's annoying. Okay, let me just reload. All right. So what pressure do we have? 300 kilopascals and 600 kilopascals. I don't think I can place a cable there. Shit, I cannot. Oh, I cannot teleport the cartridge. I mean, seriously, the programming of the user interface is so fucked up. I mean, the programming, not the user interface in this case, the programming. How does it behave differently when I try to click the cartridge than when I try to click this? I mean, oh. Okay. Okay, it's not particular to the cartridge, but to the combination of where it was placed and whatever. Alright. Where's the drill? Maybe from this side? But there's no room. Nope, there is no room. I don't think that you can place a cable in there, huh? Nope, it's a device. That doesn't fly. Shite. I definitely smell shite. Yeah, that's not good at all. That's feasible. Okay, let's go there then. Good thing there's some electricity here already. Electric wiring.
Hunger caution.
So, falling, rising. Good. Hunger, caution. Of course. So I wanted to smelt steel. Before that I wanted to prepare the furnace. That should now kind of have happened. Maybe I should also put a pipe meter here somewhere. Ah, too late. There's no more room. Everything I build is always so cramped. I should have become a zip compression algorithm. Ein Algorithmus! Jawohl! Yeah, pressure is pretty low. We can start with the burning process now. Let's make steel. $31 only. Interesting. The furnace had cooled down a lot.
Temperature high.
The sun will soon be up. Good, I want to go mining. Where can I place the security printer? There's no room here. There's kind of room here. Yeah. Or somewhere over here. Not sure. Oh, this takes. Power sufficient.
Temperature high.
Maybe I should empty this dude now. I think the tank here... Okay, let's check it out. This one has a thermal energy bill of 17 kilojoules. That's a fucking ton. 17 kilojoules. And this one? 1 kilojoule. Okay, so it's not really better. Or maybe, let's wait and see. 13 kilojoules, bleeding 6 kilojoules. Which is overall actually more than 17. Huh. That's funny. Huh. Well. Well, damn if you do and damn if you don't. I guess it's the only way. Alright. Steel shields. Oh, I done goofed. I need steel. Oh, there was more steel? Wait, I have 2 steel ingots? Of course I do. Wait, what am I doing? No, never mind. Never mind me.
Temperature high.
Salad and keep commercial free radio on the air. Donate at somafm.com.
Temperature high.
So, baby, what can we print here? Access cards.
Temperature high.
Ammo box. Hand grenade. Mining charge. Iron, gold, silicon. I should actually prepare for the waste canister situation. Ah. And there's the sun. Gold, silicon. I should still have gold somewhere. How many mining charges can I make now? Oh, multiple. Dude. Not bad. One thing I plan to do at some point, possibly in this playthrough, episode, who knows, is to make a room that will just be filled with water. I mean, in-world water, obviously. As a water reservoir instead of this this big old tank here. 45 liters, factor of 50, 5 times 5 is 2,500. So 2,500 liters is what that would be in world if it's full. I mean, this 45 liters. 2,500 would be from the floor to like this high maybe. Well, this is 8,000 liters. 8,000 in-world liters. You know, there's a factor of 50. I don't know if they changed that now to a different factor, but there is a factor. for reasons pointed out earlier. Right, I wanted to check what's going on here. Rather empty. And yeah. So now we have tons of pollutant, lots of CO2, 1.4 kilomoles. That's not bad at all. Okay, time to mine then. Huh. When I have the tool printer, I will just make another mining belt. Hey, wait, there was something, right? Mining backpack takes a little bit more iron. Only a little bit, but has more storage capacity. Yeah. Someone told me that, and I finally listened. And why make one if you can make two? Mining. Hello? Oh, up there.
Temperature high.
Shit.
Temperature low. Temperature critical.
Okay, let's go mine. We just need the usual stuff. I will just move out far and then move back. 270, and the opposite of that should be 90. It is. And once I have built some more stuff, I will of course use the what's his face beacon. Oh yeah, this looks neat. Why not use plastic explosives? I feel kind of betrayed. Who the fuck needs nitrites? How much would there have been? 12, okay. Certainly a bit faster than digging. Oh. See, I just wanted to demonstrate that. So I left some unexploded here. A wizard is never late, Frodo. Nor is he early. He arrives exactly... Or these days I would have to say they arrive exactly... mean, it's great how the critical drinker rips some Woke and other shows a new one, and he's a really good critic. I mean, you can tell that the guy is really in there with passion, not just with intensity like I would be maybe, but he's a passionate writer. He cares about story, about filmmaking, about all of that stuff, and he comes up with stuff like Natalie Portperson. I mean, who ever thought of that? It's screamingly funny. Natalie Portperson. The Critical Drinker, like 2 million subscribers. Really, you should join if you haven't yet. Absolutely great. The Critical Drinker. Also a great name. I mean, this guy, also that's a beautiful person if you look at him. And the voice and the manner of speaking, I mean, this artificial person that he is during these critic films, critic videos. Well-rounded. I mean, congratulations on a great product, so to speak. I can see my house from here. Seriously, of all the lottery wins I could have had is night rise. Ah, shit, man. Satan is still ruling, huh? Ah. Come on, give me the floor already. All of it. All of it, I want it all. One universe is what was ordered, and when will it be delivered? The entire thing. Give it to me. Give it to me. Yeah. Already. Come on. Oh. Lots of iron. Good, maybe I should go for something else by now. So let's make this the iron bag. Oh, there's more? With multiple extra buttons, and why am I not utilizing them? I mean, for example, the light. Why don't I put that on one of those buttons? That would just be great, you know. Turn it on when you need with one flick of the finger without taking the eye off the ball. That would be great. I need to do that next time. Today I did not actually get one leg on the ground to develop some of that node stuff that I talked about yesterday. I mean, yesterday I programmed some of that, but today no time. Only stupid bureaucracy support bullshit. And I was ripped away from any clear thought that I could have had to develop some software all the time. I mean, this office that we're in is horrible. It's just horrible. Everybody's loud, everybody's talking, often about private stuff, wasting time, and then suddenly things are tight again, and we have to push, and then I'm like, what the fuck, man? I mean, I'm not saying that, but I would like to say it. I would like to say, what the fuck, man? Why is it so tight again right now? Why have we not just been keeping working? I mean, not like 100%, but at least, you know, 95%, instead of wasting time so often. like I don't, you know, I keep programming because I mean, when our servers are down, it doesn't affect me. I still have my PC. I can still code away. I mean, it's great. That's where the station should be. Yeah, behind that hill, like next to the planet. Yeah, let's remember that, next to the planet. It's just inefficient. Also, it's a kind of an asshole behavior because I mean, someone's sitting there. Hell, there's there's no customer mail in the inbox. I can't do anything, dude. That's a violation of the moral contract that you have with your employer. God damn it! I mean, he or she or it is paying you for the purpose of benefiting them. And now you're not doing that. You're sitting on your ass. Why don't you think of some work? I know this sounds stupid. That's what people would mock when they hear it. But that's stupid. It's stupid because I mean, if you are somewhat non-dumb, then you can of course come up with something that would actually benefit the company. For example, how you organize your work. There's always something you can do. Or that you can learn and so forth. I mean, I hate to work. I don't fucking want to do it, but I'm not stupid. I mean, once I'm there, I make the most of it. That also makes the day the shortest. And incidentally, sometimes my work is something that I really want to do instead of this whole stupid support shit, which I just fucking hate, man. How did I end up there? I'm a 40 years programmer. All of that experience is just wasted when I do these stupid, what's the word? Intern fucking works. What a waste of fucking talent that is. I mean, I have programmed quite a few tools for us that have helped us, and I haven't asked for permission every time. They're just there. I mean, that's my own initiative, and not like, behold, he is doing things on his own initiative. No, what I'm saying is, don't stop me from doing what I want to do, because it's what you want me to do, even though you don't realize it, and that's not a surprise, because I am the expert in my field, not you. So these days are just frustrating. At least I started with a different thing that I had to program today. We have some of our data tools are making too many requests to one of the clouds who we're working with, and so I'm building a little throttler there. A nice, neat little package that I can hand over to the other dude, who can then just toss it into his main application, and that will be easy for him. Just 2-3 things he has to check and call, and done. And then the problem will no longer exist. And that should be what I should fucking do, you know? But instead, I have to waste my time with bullshit. I hate that. I mean, see, I see that whole thing holistically. So when there's problems again, like this is missing, that is missing, we have to become more professional and whatever kind of things that are happening, that is something I do not forget. And in moments when we are not working on that, but instead like slacking away, or actually moving away, or moving our assets in a way that is particularly ineffective, then that grinds my gears, because in that moment I'm still feeling that emotion that I feel in those moments when there's the big loud, fuck, what's going on here, we have to do better talk, which happens sometimes. That is what rings then again, because I know it's connected, because I am not stupid. And as a head that is very, very cleaned up, because I have no fear facing my demons, for I have slain them all, who can say that, therefore my mind is very much connected. Instead of having to live in these day-to-day different identities and caverns, particularly younger people experience that when they interact with others, that there's someone else whenever they do stuff. But more adult people, they are more themselves, alright, but still they are changing around all the time. I don't. I'm always only and ever myself. And I see that we are wasting time, and it pains me to see that. And particularly when I want to do something and then I want to build momentum and type something out, or have a thought that has almost been completed. You know, half of a programmer's job happens in the head, of course, which means that I can even do work after work. When I'm standing at the what's the word? Where we check out, you know, that clock thingy. Beep. when I'm standing there and waiting for the dude who takes me home, you know, because I don't have a car, because why would I? It works out for me. I mean, it works well, and so I don't waste that money. I don't have the worries of the car standing somewhere and someone damaging them, or I have to change the tires, or I have to pay the insurance, or I have to have the car checked and all that stuff. I just get in and I get out. And of course I pay for it, but see, I mean, that's more convenient for me. So I'm trying to formulate a thought, and then someone rips away my thinking, again with their stupid monkey will, when they're talking about some, hey, have you seen the thing that has popped up there, which is not even company related, then it's just some private or politics shit or whatever. I don't care, man. Leave me be. Your mind is so inferior, I'm not allowed to tell you, and so that's why I'm saying it now, in hopes that they don't watch this video. But I mean, I'm not saying I'm the glorious super being, but I know when someone is inferior, vastly inferior, and is only standing in the way of my mind, and that's what's happening there, goddammit. Leave me be. Why am I sitting as a programmer in an office with a bunch of people, all talking to each other, talking on the phone? The guy to the right of me, I wonder if he's doing it intentionally. He's particularly loud, you know, which is okay, I guess, depending on who he's talking to, or maybe it's just a personal thing. But whenever he's on the phone, he always turns to the left. Like he's sitting on his chair, turning to the left, talking on the phone, and who's sitting to the left of him? I am, and I'm trying to fucking concentrate. God damn it, is this intentional? I hate that. Why? What have I done? I guess the guy's just mindless. And see, that would just add to the data points I already gathered. Leave me be, goddammit. When you have something relevant, talk to me, otherwise shut the fuck up, man. I mean, it's not only that my normal work should be interrupted with some non-irrelevant shit. I mean, if you can't remember something, write it down. Do your job better, man. But also, my job is particularly focused on the mind. I mean, let me tell you a bit about programming. Of course, you understand somewhat what that is, and I'm not one of those guys who will now say, particularly with a thought in the direction of the ladies, hey, let me explain this complicated thing to you, and imagine then how much you're looking up to me and are thinking how great I am as a being. Yeah, that abuse that men routinely throw at women, half of them hopefully wise enough to maybe nod along, but not actually taking it in. I mean, I'm not one of those guys. No, I'm just gonna tell you something that maybe you haven't reflected upon. A programmer manifests fantasy, and not only is it something like an image artist who manifests a fantasy that they have, that they paint, that they draw, but also it is a high abstraction fantasy. It is something that functions, that works. So it's. And I have to then explain this fantasy to the computer in a way that it understands, and then I have to think of multi-threading, of volatile variables, of locks, of file storage, of classes, instances, memory management, performance, order of events, user interface, usability, user experience, all of that shit. And then someone to the right of me talks to me about shit that I don't care about at all, and that's not relevant to my work. And then some ticket comes in and no one cares for whatever reason, even though they waste so much time with private talk and shit. So I should not be the one who has to do it, you know? Because I mean, if you wasted your time, then obviously you have enough, so you take the fucking ticket. Do you get it? That's how I think, and I would like to talk like that too. But and I think the right, the justice, the moral is on my side, but we don't live in that world where right and good and true is that which rules. Instead, what rules is power and emotion, abuse basically, which I kind of resent. And vent. Now that no one's listening. Is this thing on? Yeah, it's on. Or maybe it's on now, huh? Yeah,
Help low.
waiting for a opportunity to use the charges again. I would like there to be some additional things in Stationeers. This is not an urgent request and not something that I insist on, but I would like to have some devices that I can stick together on the fly here instead of installing them. They could be in my spacesuit, you know, where I could, for example, connect maybe a battery charger with some kind of nuclear decaying energy device or some one-time coal burner thing or whatever, or maybe could just transfer the charge of 2 or 3 small batteries into one big one or whatever, you know, these some kind of interesting simple circuitry that I could stick together here on the fly, and I don't know, that could lead to very interesting gameplay and of course more engineering experiences, and I think it's not hard to do. So yeah, I want to propose that. There is the station. Okay, some gold now. Some coal? No, I have enough coal. I have enough coal for now. But not enough iron. Nice. I mean, goddammit, I want my own office. I already bought some noise-cancelling headphones for 300 euro. Wait, 200. They were refurbished, and I bought them directly from Bose. And even with 30-day return guarantee, even though they're headphones, you know how it is with headphones. Basically a hygiene article, and if you unwrap one and buy them from the store, you can't return it. But if you buy them from Bose, I guess they are so self-confident that people will keep their shit, and yes, I can tell they are right. I know it's maybe a big cliche, but their products are fucking good. At least these QC45 that I have, Quiet Comfort 45, very good sound and very good noise cancelling. I mean, they're my first noise cancelling headphones, so I don't have a comparison really, admit it. But yeah, very good. And that definitely helps at the office. But somehow I feel like I'm kind of not justified to slap them on all the time. And maybe that's my mistake. Maybe I should just do it, and, you know, if someone complains, then I look at them until they look away and put them on my head again. That's the world I want to live in. Give me my freedom, man. I will use it for the good of the community. But I can only do so once I have it. Until then, I can't. See, my will cannot be free until it is free. Until my will is free, I can but be like a hand doll, a hand puppet, a sock puppet, so to speak. And that's not very effective, because the hand steering me will be busy, and I will not be as effective as I can be, because I'm not driven by a mind, but by slavery. Because what that is, you know, ultimately it's aren't we all living in slavery? If you don't obey, ultimately you will lose your home, your goods, you will freeze on the streets to death possibly, which is the threat of violence, torture and all of that. And so you obey, and so what is that? But slavery. I mean, maybe it's a bit extreme take, but I mean, let's just say this. Are we free? No, we are not free. I want to be free, and I want us to be free. Is there a way? Well, are we more free than we were? Yes. I like to think in graphs. I see 2 points, I connect them, and I imagine, can this chart be continued? Yeah, I need to do something about my health. Not the mental health, shut up. I mean the in-game health. I really believe that mind over matter is real, you know? That that mind and body are one, and if your mind is particularly sane, then you will have fewer physical ailments. And incidentally, I mean, I've been sitting on my ass for 40 years because every free hour I'm sitting in front of my computer, and every hour at work I'm sitting in front of my computer. Do I have any problems with my back? No. Do I walk like a bent twig? No. And so forth and so forth. I mean, also I'm at that age where people start to get their illnesses. Do I have any? No. And I assume that will even get better. Now this seems unreasonable to you, just because you don't know me, or, and that's even more interesting, yourself. Okay, let's do this. First order of business.
Temperature critical.
Oh, 88
Temperature high.
degrees is a bit much. Oh, I didn't even see that.
Oxygen low.
Right, eating and drinking.
Hunger caution.
35% health, 36, we're fine. Okay, the sun is up there, very good, because since I placed the plants, the potential plants here, I need to shield them from the sun due to the timing, because the plants, when I slow down the world timing like I did here, they do not slow down, and so they still need their minimum amount of brightness and minimum amount of darkness. So I need to shield them from what I'm doing here. And let me just do that so I don't forget it. Huh, would this work? I guess so. Not now though, I need to do a few things first. Now that I have a mind as fuck, let's put some... I could make a ton of steel, for example. I should have gotten some lead. Now that there's still time, maybe I want to make some more explosives. And let's see what's with the batteries. Still charging, I see. This one's relatively empty. Maybe I want to add 2 more upright wind turbines. Iron, gold, copper. Of course. Aha, they count as a tool. Good to know. Well, I need to smelt some stuff and I'm not sure how to go about it. What order of events? Where would I put another locker? Here? Here? Well, there's not much space left in this small starter room. I would say we put one here. So let's make a locker for the ores. So we need some iron. That's gold. Can we make a golden locker? No. So I was making this class today, and I'm not yet done. I'm at the point where the class has figured out how many cores have been made excessively, or how many bytes have been shoved through that are exceeding. I mean, not just how many, but the ratio, as in we're at factor 2, which means we are at 2 times the amount that was allowed. And the next thing I want to do is I want to calculate how long we will then have to wait, and I want to return that information to the user, but of course also give the option to just do that automatically. So I wanted to make a upright wind turbine, and this needs some gold and some more copper. I don't have any copper though. Yeah, still at the beginning stages. For this playthrough I have the loose plan, to get resources as fuck, so that we can just, you know, like mass produce, bulk produce things based upon them, you know? Really, not big building, that's not what I have in mind. I don't know yet what to do. But that I don't go out mining for the particular thing that I need, but that I go out mining and get everything ever, and return and then manufacture ingots from that, all the ingots ever, and then from those I manufacture the materials, all of them ever, you know, and then I do something with them, and I don't know what yet. Ha ha. One iron. Okay, we need more. Dude! Yeah, but not enough copper. Do I not have any copper with me? There's some copper here. Yeah, let's smelt that. Which reminds me, maybe I should make the chute system here. We're tossing stuff in. Yeah, that makes sense. But I think that's not enough. Oh, that is enough. Neat. I need to rearrange those wind turbines. The placement is really ineffective, and I need more heavy cables, not now, but later. Okay. Some more explosives for the next mining run. Silicon. Oh, that's neat. That's good. Oh, my helmet is closed.
Temperature critical.
We had 80 degrees in here, right? Where's the oxygen tank? Just how hot is this thing? 33, oh that's fine. Lukewarm, pre-breathed air. So, let's make a little road here. Okay, capacity doubled. Where's the sun? Over there. Okay, still high enough. If I step on the gas now, do I have enough space left? Not very much here, but a lot here. And some here. And what about this? Yeah, good enough. So I want to find... Silver is what I have already sufficiently, right? To make gold I also have... Yeah, I can make enough electrum. Now I need lead, so I can make solder. That's the next sort of business. What is my jetpack saying? It's full enough. My welder also full enough. My oxygen is full. Waste canister. Do I have replacement? Yes, I do. Electricity. Yeah, sure, of course. Way ahead of you. There's some coal with me, yes, so if I stand here and realize the battery is empty, I can remedy that. Copper. We don't have too much of that stuff. I want to climb that mountain. $310. 300... No, what? $333. I dig. And it all looks the same. That'll be a thing of the past soon, in quotation marks. I have no news, I have not heard anything. But I'm also not such an avid reader of the Discord in recent weeks, and I'm not sure if I will return to that habit. I can't tell. I have to go with the flow wherever it takes me. Got me where I am, and I like to be there. I need lead. $219-ish. You know what? There's the key. Oh man, I've just the best idea ever. 1 second. Notepad, toggle, hide all windows. Okay. See, there's a button here that closes all the inventory windows. Question. Why can't you reopen all the inventory windows with the same button as long as you haven't done anything yet to your inventory manually? That's the perfect idea, isn't it? You can hide them, but the overall interface is still there. If you hit the button again, you will get all that shit back like it was. Yeah. Hopefully that will find the idea among all the suggestions out there. So many things in the world that should be better but aren't. Like this over there, this... level of detail hack that is so crappy. But I'm not complaining, I mean it will be gone at some point with the new terrain system, obviously. Where's the station? Should it be there? Or am I too far away? I haven't gathered anything yet, but I'd rather look for the station now than be frustrated later. Is it over this hill? Mountain thing? Probably, huh? Oh, lead! Great. Of course I find lead now that I want to find the station instead. Ah, there it is. 242 degrees are. Nice. Oh, I thought it was all gone for some magical reason. Okay, 50 lead. That is cool. That is one nice, neat stack of solder right there. But I'd like to have more. How did I ever play without these explosives? And they're too cheap to make, man. So much faster and more fun. Yeah, I guess the mining charges actually do make the mining more fun. I think overpressurizing a canister might also work, but I think the mining charges have some kind of magical aspect to them when it comes to not destroying the ore, which an exploding canister might not have. Worth a try though. Now we need some copper too. And who knows what the mountain will have buried within? A balrog maybe? Oh man, that's the track that was in the video. Coincidentally. And that's why an advanced mining belt is such a great idea, because then you can take in all the varieties of ores at the same time. And the station should be there. And when I say should be, I mean, where the fuck is it? Oh, there it is, right. Rather far away. What are my render settings? Video, field of view, all maxed out, okay. I've seen better. $200-ish degrees. Ah, that's lead, isn't it? Oh, it's copper, huh? Ah, crap. I'd like to find more lead. Maybe also more copper, because I think I need that for Invar and Constantan for one of the two. When I put music on the videos, I often recut it a bit. I take part out and snip something together, or maybe repeat a part so that it fits better with the video. Of course, not in a live recording like this one. Coal. Let's take a bit of coal, else I might regret not having taken any. Where's the station? In this direction, I think. But I'm not sure. I mean, if the storm would hit now, I would have to just wait it out. I would be absolutely lost. Damn, I can't see it. Pretty sure I moved rather close to it now. low. Oh, the jetpack is low. That's bad in a situation like this. Okay, over there we can see,
Jetpack low.
that's kind of a cheat, that there's not much landscape that has yet been generated, so I'm moving in the wrong direction. I have to move in the direction that is longer, that has a longer horizon. Now that you know this spoiler, have fun.
Hydration critical.
Uh-huh. I really need to think about getting home, because apparently I have forgotten where the fuck it is.
Are you glad to be in America?
Jetpack low.
Sounds good.
Power low.
Lead. And with lead, I mean copper. Shit.
Jetpack low.
I really don't know where the station is. It should be over here somewhere. And it is not far away, that's what I also know. But where is it? Ah, there it is. Yay. Not lucky regarding the lead.
Waste tank critical. Temperature low. Hunger caution.
So what's the battery doing? The battery is saying turn off your lights when you leave your station, man.
Jetpack low.
And I'm like, no. You do it. But I don't have the automatism yet. Oh, right. My bad. Can we do something about that? Well, we can and we shall. Temperature 40 degrees. I have to think about growing some food in here. So, time to automate shit. Let's make as much soda as we can possibly make. So let's see. No lead. No lead. 1 stack of lead. Which is pathetic. But that's what it is. Okay, then we have 18 here. In other words, that. And then we can smelt all the gold. No, we cannot. We need to mix that with this stuff. And I will keep a little bit of silver around. A little bit. So we make all of that into electrum. that is for electrum, and then we have out of sight, out of mind. Where is it? Here. Crap. Soda. The rest we just toss in. And that's what it is. Okay. First the soda. Man, things are getting rather full here. Save.
Temperature high.
Shut up. So that should cool it down rather quick. .350 to 550 is the range, and the pressure, I believe, was irrelevant. I don't remember though. Let's look it up then. No. Pressure doesn't matter. Yeah, 350, 550. Hopefully I don't get dizzy now. Not as effective as I'd hoped.
Temperature high. Temperature critical. Temperature low.
Just in that moment, some stupid pop-up had to appear that I programmed myself to remind me of something superfluous. I have so many reminders. Just because I don't want to forget the reminders, not because I have to think of the thing that they remind me of. Hilarious, I know. Volatiles. Wait, that was not the right move. That was absolutely not the right fucking move.
Chill and relax, and we will keep the groove.
Alright. Nothing more I can do here. Damn, stupid accident. Okay, what else is new? We need solar, we need a place for the computer. Where will that be? I think I realized the frame rate is a little bit low. I mean, it's like 30 frames or something. I will now change the distance settings. And immediately we have a very high frame rate, so there's something to consider. And this will no longer happen with the new terrain. Yup. Can we make the... No, I have to... damn, I have to wait for the furnace to be ready. Can't put all the ice in there, I need it. Could put some water in there. I mean, I have excess water. And there we go. Solder. Solder is colder. And now we need electrum. Electrum was I believe it was maximum, I mean temperature doesn't matter, it just has to be high, like 800k or something. But the pressure must only be maximum 2.4 megapascals, yeah. Yep, 600k. So let's empty Mr. Dude here, somewhat. Which will, of course, increase the rate of battery loss. Of heat transfer. Up. Yep. And how full is this thing? Ah, we still have some room. Up to 50 megapascals. There's even water in there now. Yeah, making a little pool for the water is not yet the time. I need to first think of survival. Aha, sun's going down. Nice, the 4 turbines actually balanced out with the 4 stupidly shining lights the whole time. And I like that. I mean, I want the luxury. Give me some more electricity, baby. Can I print some more of these dudes now or not? Need copper. Do I have extra copper? I do have extra copper. Don't mind if I do. Can actually make 2. Let's make 2. And I also need heavy cables. I wonder if this is faster if I open also the other valve. Not particularly. What plants will we have then without trading? Potatoes, of course. Wheat I've never really actually planted, and soybeans. Dude, how was that too quick for you?
Temperature high.
Man, the advanced furnace would be really nice to have. If you want to empty that, click a button and empty. And with the built-in pumps. A pump built into the chamber, not I release my stuff voluntarily into the pipe. And the pipe, I release my stuff voluntarily into the valve. And so forth. That is of course a lot of flow loss there. I think that's already enough. Yep, I think we can think about the electrum now. Oh.
Toxin critical.
Yep. Yeah, but the room is big. It's like if someone farts, you know. Which, though, then you should step away. Visibly.
Temperature high.
Yeah. Where did that go?
Temperature low.
Pressure is way too high. But as long as there's still material in there that is ready to burn, I'm not gonna release the pressure because that would be a waste of fuel. Gold, silver. Temperature over 600K, which is not much, because 600K is the limit. But I think we're fine. Look at that. The temperature's even increasing. I don't know how it's doing that. And now it's reaching the peak, I guess. And then it falls down to 638. No? Oh, okay. I don't object. I mean, when you're sitting at work and think there's nothing to do, so I'm just sitting on my ass and being bored, then you don't love your life. Because to love your life means that you love reality, and you're surrounded by reality, and there are things that you can do now. You can do something with reality. Ideally something that will be beneficial to your own work, or even directly beneficial to your employer. Why not? I mean, why do people, at least that's my impression that I sometimes get, think of their employers as stupid assholes? I mean, unless they are stupid assholes, they are the one who pay your food. Of course, you go there and work for them, so it's a quid pro quo thing, but I mean, you need another hand so that you can shake it, and that's right there. Why is that guy always assumed to be the asshole? Because they happen to be in power? How much in power are they really? They're exposed to the cause and effect flow out there. They are the captain. They have to navigate the ship around all the icebergs, while you're sitting in the cozy office and you just have to think about your paperwork. I mean, there are various perspectives that can be had here.
Temperature high.
fine that I didn't need the pill yet. I mean, after all this. Soon we're gonna have our electrum, and the first thing we're gonna do then is I wonder where the fuck the computer shall be. Over here will be the battery. Over here is the airlock stuffs, and it's fugly. There's no room here, man. I need a bigger station. Not surprisingly. Oh, what's happening? We're too cold now. Temperature fell too much. Yeah, under 600, fuck. So let's kick it in the butt. Which will of course increase the pressure again. Anyway, the computer, where shall it be placed? Would be really nice if the developers would finally fucking solve some of the things that they could really solve. It's not a waste of time. I'm talking about this guy here.
Anti-critical.
Whenever we carry it and I prick this handle, suddenly it will be like that handle and I can't get to this lid. It's your oxygen, man. How primary does it get? Why don't they fix this, man? Why is the prioritization so fucked up? I mean, I get that they have to, you know, make money and have to be careful and so forth. But what I don't get is that these things are unfixed for such a long time. How hard would it be to just revisit the code of this portable thing and check how the handle index is calculated when you click on it, and then think, oh, there's the +2 that we forgot, or maybe they're all the same instance and that's why they're all in the same corner. We have to make 4 instances instead of just 1, or whatever the thing is. I don't know. This time it'll work. The computer. I'm thinking about putting it here, actually. This is my pressure protection door, which I will automate in case, you know, better than if everything breaks, you know. Oh, look at that.
Temperature high. Temperature high.
300 grams of electrum.
Temperature critical.
How are you doing? Okay, not better. Okay, let's print the things. First, a chip, the IC10. Steel, There was this one volatile that I accidentally tossed. Yeah, great. There's various ways to deal with this. One is to turn the thrust up. Trust me, it'll work. Minus 20 degrees. Look at that, the water is gone. So much for that. Now the housing. This dude is still hot enough, I guess, so that the station will heat up. Yeah, 1 degree is over here. And then we can open the helmet. The ice crystal was still showing down here. Even though it was at 0 degrees, because what we see here is a rounded value. So it was minus 0.7, 0.6, okay, rather 0.4, 0.3, it was still below. Problem solved. And soon we should see the miracle. Here we go. Nice! We have water in Stationeers. the computer. Where's the programming motherboard? Oh, is that not what it is? I see. Editor motherboard, yeah. Gold. I guess I forgot to melt the gold, huh? I want to use the real furnace for that, but for now I just need a little bit of gold right now. That's a nice photo. Have to get rid of all that stuff on my screen for now. Yep. Screenshot. And one more with Taylor maybe. It's photographically better. Make the
Jetpack critical.
vertical lines more straight, okay. And I have to refill my jetpack.
Jetpack low.
Yep.
Jetpack critical.
And my suit is critical to it, it seems. I mean, I'm looking down at my, like, throat or whatever. Aha, third person mode, first person mode, problem solved. Good to know. And then the computer. Which needs copper. Which I don't have enough of. Ha 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 ha. Ha hee hee ha ha.
Jetpack low. Jetpack critical. Jetpack low. Jetpack critical.
How hard would it be to put a timer on the messages? And then the computer, where shall it be? There's no good place for it here. Everything is cramped and occupied, and I mean, here's a bit of room, but not much. And the only place where I have some space is right here. But didn't I want to put a locker here? I did, didn't I? And I will need another locker. Where can I put a locker? Here? No. Here? No. Here? Not well. Oh no, not really. So it would have to be here. So the computer, where does it go? This is where the battery will be. Once I can make another one. I don't have room, man.
Temperature high.
Oh, again?
Temperature high.
Iron, where are you? 2 lockers, please. AKA 1.
Temperature high.
Still
Temperature high.
really time that I programmed that crap, man. But what will I program? I first need... Well, of course I can use this door. This is a crap solution, but later I will have an heat exchanger. So where will the computer be? The battery... Can I make another battery right now, by the way? Battery. It needs 20 gold, 20 copper. I don't think I have either. At least not smelted. Yeah, well, that would change soon. I'm actually thinking to stack the battery on top of this one so that I have this room here. But stacking the batteries is so ugly. And I think I'm actually not gonna do it. Because I want to force myself to build a less shitty station. I mean, this is like, kind of like a box ticking station, which makes sense. I mean, the game is kind of forcing you to strive for ticking boxes. Because you're dying, what do you need? Something to drink. So tick the box of having something to drink. Right? Makes sense. Things could be organized a bit better here. Uh-huh.
One must play that wonderful record that's...
You know this one that goes like this?
Oh, just relax, just relax.
God damn it, no place. It doesn't make it better, man.
Temperature high.
Shut up!
Temperature high. Hydration critical.
And that is where the computer could be.
Power low.
Let me just restore some of my monitoring windows here. There's this. And there's that. My little application that I made that shows me as a tiny pop-up icon on the screen whether the video is paused, recording or stopped. Simple Java program, just checking whether the file is currently locked. That is basically all. Okay, now we need the housing in play. Could be here, but I want to keep the room open in case I want to maybe add a transformer or something. Right here in the way, that doesn't seem apt. Maybe here. I mean, every place is shitty in this station, which is basically an outhouse. A feature-ridden outhouse. All it's missing is a deep miner in here somewhere. But now we have the power of slavery. So let's enslave this computer or this chip to do some dirty work. For that we need a gas sensor, I guess. Which can be made with nowadays the electronics printer, I think. Yep. So where will we detect that it is too hot? Not directly at the furnace, because that would mean that it would cool down until the place at the furnace is no longer too hot, but the rest will be a fucking icebox. That's not the way to go. So halfway is usually
Temperature high.
usually a good way. Where though? Maybe here.
Temperature high.
Yeah. That, I think, is a good way. And now, behold, the power of programming. Power of programming. So we give this thing a name so we can easily reference it. Sense gas indoor. Copy. And then this door also gets a name. Door. Door overpress. Overpress? Yeah, it's over. Later.
Hunger, caution.
Later it's overpress. Now it's overheat. I can't eat right now. It's too hot in here. I have to first develop the cooling solution. Or the overpressure solution, whatever. So let's see, I haven't done this in a while. Define sense gas hash structure gas sensor. Now we can address the type. Define sense gas indoor hash. Then we can address this thing particularly. Yield, so the computer can get its sleep in at the point that we choose. One thing I definitely want to do is load batch named. I want to load from all the devices with this name of this type into register R0. The temperature, yeah, the temperature, and batch mode sum, it doesn't really matter. Then I want to subtract from R0 into R0 273.15, which is the Kelvin scale offset. And then we want to write into another register, maybe the same, I don't know, write into the register R0 if R0 is greater than 30, let's say 30, or let's say 40. Let's be a bit conservative with our indoor gas that we don't want to exchange with the outside all the time. And then we write batch named to sense door overpress open R0. That should be the code. Now I need to define the door in a similar way. Sense door overpress door overpress, and I'm not sure what the door type is. Structure composite door, possibly. I mean the name, I know it's a composite door. So we have to type the name, We're reading the temperature, we're creating the offset, we're checking if it's greater than 40. If it is greater than 40, then this will be 1. We say open 1 to this. Let's see if that works. Okay, problem solved. Now the door should open again because of some kind of back and forth wafting in this little room here. Or maybe... Or did I place that in a way that causes some good balance? I said over 40. Here it was over 40. And here was probably minus something. And then eventually it was no longer over 40, but over here it was like 0 or something. Well... Okay, we have a overheat protection, finally, that's good. Not the way I wanted, but better than nothing. Now let's do the same with pressure. In the same way. Load badge named into R1, the pressure. And then write into R1 if the pressure in kilopascals is greater than 150, that's an emergency measure. And now I want to OR into R0 from R0 and R1, whatever's in there, and that's it. That should be it. Let's see. Load the pressure into R1. If R1 is greater than 150, or set that to 1. And then we OR the 0 and the 1, or the 1 and the 0, or the 0 and the 0, or the 1 and the 1 together into this. And if this is then 1, then one of these said, hey, we need the door open. And so the door will be open. So next we need to upgrade the manufactories so I can make a proper cooling solution, and also of course I need to smelt all the materials. Maybe I should first do some ordering work, which is the reason that I made this locker here. Invar needs iron and nickel. Ah, nickel is missing. Ah, shit, of course. But then I also need copper and iron for the Constantan. And some of the copper is just for coppering things up, you know? Huh. Smooth. Now the station is coming alive, thanks to the power of computation. I love computers, man. Sometimes I think they love me back. Of course I don't mean emotionally, but I mean how well they work for me, how little they crash, how stable they are, and so forth. I mean, I'm using them every free hour of my life, and they rarely crap out on me. Don't judge me, I will judge you back. So we put some iron here. That is just for regular smelting. This is my barrier. Regular smelting. And I would like to have some nickel, but I mean, there's really no hope to get that stuff right now. But I can already make this. I mean, normally I make both of them together. I could also make just smelt some iron. Hey, wait, doesn't this scream steel? Yeah, it does scream that, but I don't have any coal left. And that is another scream I don't want to hear. Ah, here we have some coal. It's not much, I want to keep more of that around. Could make some more steel though. Okay, we can do this, and we can do that, and then we can do blub 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 and blub 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 blub. Yeah, that's good. And this goes away for now. This also. Ah no, I need this for smelting. Should get some more volatiles. I mean, these will run out soon. Good thing volatiles are often easy to come by. And I need to refill my jetpack canister. But, you know, first smelt all the stuff so I can... what's its face? Make the filtration unit and such. Wherever that will be put, possibly on the ceiling. I'm cleaning my mouse. Okay. Anything else I could close? Right. I should make another canister. Once the station has its proper cooling, I no longer need to do the thing with the door for cooling, and then I can unleash something that is pleasant to the plants. Currently we have basically, well, almost no CO2 in here. Yeah. And still some N2O, huh? Okay. That could really have landed in my hand. I mean, there was nothing left. Now we have 5 cereal bars, so things are getting a bit dire. Interesting that I'm still under time pressure after all this time. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Nah. I mean, other people would have played it differently and are probably looking down on the way I'm doing it. But I mean, if they have fun playing the way they do, good. If not, then haha, joke's on you, motherfucker. Anyway, I'm having fun doing it the way I'm doing it, and that's what matters. To me, yeah, that's what I said. That's what matters. Didn't I have some extra gold? No, I tossed all of that in the electrum smelt. Okay, the copper stuff is Constantan, I believe. That's the easy smelt. Constant, nee, no. 20 or more megapascals and hot. Megapascals are required. Looks like I'm not gonna achieve that.
Temperature high.
Like this. Man. How do I get it hotter? Well, I mean, how do I get it at higher pressure? Here we go. Why is it not 1K? Oh, it needs to be hotter. Okay. Mission accomplished. And pop. Excuse me? We have 24 megapascals and we have 1K. What am I doing wrong? Nickel! Oh! Oh, fuck my life sideways in a railroad tunnel. Oh, shit.
Waste tank caution.
Ah, crap. Oh, that's quite a blunder. Well, that seems rather useless now, doesn't it? Ah, shit. So we need to run the centrifuge. With centrifuge? Exactly. And where will I place the motherfucker? I mean, it's not exactly a small device. Iron, copper. Yeah, let's just toss all the crap in. No, I want to make steel also. Steel was iron and silicon, right? Yeah. No. So much more convenient work with a computer as an assistant. Yeah, I love my reminder program that I made for myself. It's so convenient, so intuitive, this 2D plane in which you can just place your reminders and scroll around it, zoom around. And I have some reminders there that are 10 years in the future because I have to think about some stuff then. And I can lean into this program because it works. It just works. I'm not gonna forget that shit. It's not hot enough, hilariously.
Toxin critical.
Yeah. That again. Excuse me. Oh, right.
Temperature high.
Finally. Steel, okay. Then more iron. I want to make some big iron ingots that I toss into the four machines. Honestly, that came as a surprise. Seen that? I mean, multi-threading is nice, but sometimes thing is so hot, we will have so much air exchange here with the automatism here, that I guess the air will be rather clean afterwards. Okay, what are the things I need to make? Of course, the advanced stuff. But I can't do this now. 200 grams goes here. And then there's this dude, right? Which needs silicon and iron and gold. There's one way to get rid of all the volatiles. Still so hot. Okay, volatiles are gone. Bit of pollutant in here, of course, from the burning of the volatiles. Ha ha ha. Some CO2, which the plants will like. No, will be gone soon. I feel like I want to make some more of the large batteries, which needs copper. Good thing I have some of that now. And maybe I also should make the charger for batteries, so I can charge batteries. Where though? Here. But, does this work? Can it toss? Man, it has to toss it through the cable. That's fugly. Seriously? Now behold, the one item that is printed the fastest is at least my impression. Bob. Who hasn't printed too many of these? Yeah, I too have been at the dentist a while ago. But he didn't find anything, even though my previous visit was sort of like 15 years prior. So yeah, again that health thing. But no, that cannot affect the teeth. The teeth are the yeah, sure, you know everything better about the fucking universe, idiots. But science, yeah, science. See, I mean, science is great, but the people reporting about it, they are less great. They see the high-level abstraction, the importance of it, and also how the people are looking up to science, and then they put themselves above the people by talking about science, but then they're not relaying what science would actually say. But instead they're trying to wow the people with their knowledge. And don't care whether it's precise. Prove me wrong. I guess I'm missing some batteries. This one can charge the batteries with 500 watts per game tick instead of 400 watts, which the small battery charger does. Wasn't there one loose battery at least? Oh, there it is. Okay, that is a concern. We need to make sure that we get enough electricity in this bitch. Does it feel vacant? No, upright wind turbine. Some gold, some copper. And then 2 of them, please. So I still don't get my Constantan and Invar. I am annoyed. Ow. Another one. So let's see, here we have this. I mean, the airlock really doesn't need a big one, but that's also at the same time the last place where I want to be, whatever the word is, when you don't want to spend money. Yeah, it's getting a bit tight here, man. I need to grow the plants. But if the door opens all the time to cool things down, then I will lose all the CO2. So that's not an option. I need to cool down in a different way. But I want to do this with the counterflow heat exchanger. But will I get the materials that I need in time? That is a good question, and I don't have an answer. Maybe this is actually where this whole thing will end. Copper. Do we have some copper? Yeah, arguably.
Waste time critical.
What? No more electricity. No, wait, what happened? Why are the lights off? Oh, I guess the lights are off because the power that is coming in here lets this thing blink, but it's not enough power to actually do anything else. Which reminds me, I want to, it's awkward.
Temperature high.
And when the electricity is down, the cooling is down too.
Jetpack low.
It's so fucked up, isn't it?
Jetpack critical.
I know I could burn some coal, but I find it more interesting to observe how the station will behave when
Jetpack low. Jetpack critical.
if I take other measures, you know? I want to feel the simulation, but more the realism. So now we have a bit more wind turbines. That can be turned off. That also. Wait, I wanted to make something. The centrifuge, for which I needed copper. That's a bit awkward. And where in the hell will I put this? Here? Do I have to stack my batteries? I don't want to. Oh, I see a problem. I am producing something and this will probably not hold. I guess I have to actually put some coal in there. Do I have some coal on me then?
Jetpack low. Jetpack critical.
Crap.
Jetpack low. Jetpack critical.
Oh, another large battery cell. How many of these things did I print? And now I cannot charge them because it of course sucks the battery dry as fuck. Or can I? Okay, now we have what? Oh right, it was over here. Now we have the centrifuge as an option. This will also allow to connect it with a deep miner. So that's on. These are being charged. The small one, no one cares about those motherfuckers. And what do I need to continue with? The building of this one. 2 steel sheets, and I believe then I need 2 steel sheets. So let's make 4 steel sheets. After all those batteries have been charged, the electricity situation will vastly improve. Just have to turn this off, it's sucking too much.
That's what she said.
Yep.
Temperature critical. Temperature high.
Yeah, and now I need more of these dudes. Red is stable, should be enough to make some cables, but I don't have any copper. Megapascals. 10 megapascals. Yeah, and later I can just leave that, vent that into the environment. Okay, now let's see what we have power-wise. That is full. That is, well, maybe there should be a big battery, but it's not so important now. This one should be a big one and is. This one is a big one already. How luxurious. All of these are big, is what she said. And then we have this one, which is also big. This one is not big, but we can afford a big one, and so we do. Big, 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 big. All of the batteries are now big ones. Great, and we still have a big one here in reserve, and there's a big one. So, good. All we need now is more electricity. The wind is already working on that problem. I guess I need to get the food problem solved, and I don't know how, because I need the cooling problem solved. I mean, I could resort to classic methods, but I want to get the counterflow heat exchanger. For that, I need Invar and Constantan. Actually, do I? Well, let's see. I need the electronics printer mod, which requires Constantan. Yep. In Constantan, I would have had now. No, bullshit. I didn't have the nickel. I need nickel, and by now, of course, I also need copper and nickel. Then we also need the bender mod, which needs Constantan also. Yeah, didn't we just have that? Yes, same thing. Steel, electrum, solar, same thing. So that all of that seems realistic. Then what about the counterflow heat exchanger? What does it need? Steel, Invar, not all that much. But I realize it would take too much time, even if I had the resources now, to set all of that up until the plants have grown before my cereal bars are gone. So I need to whip up another cooling solution now. So let's do that. We need radiators. Pipe radiator. Gold and steel. Then we need a pipe that needs to be insulated. Does it have to be insulated? No. The idea is to make the thermal energy exchange between the indoors and the outdoors, and to make that only happen while there's gas in the pipe. Is that all?
Hunger, caution.
More steel, What? God damn it, I thought I had so much steel. I do have so much steel. Yeah, and then we need, of course, the lamp for the plants. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then the pipe that will do the magical exchange, except when it's evacuated. Where will I place this? First, I need a pipe analyzer and an active vent. Uh-oh. Ah, look at that. The wind to the wind. Even though this pump is still running, is it? Why is it still running? Kilopascals. Who cares about a few kilopascals? Let's turn that off. And then we need the Electrum. Yeah, I thought we need the advanced motherfucker for that. We do not. So where will that be placed? Maybe also here, so that this is our central cooling thing, so we can assume the gas sensor is in the right place. Okay, so first thing we need is the active vent, which makes sure that these pipes do have some pressure if needed. Then we need pipes. I have 17 pipes, that's good.
Jetpack low.
Uh-oh.
Jetpack critical.
Good thing this isn't Vulcan. Ah, shit.
Jetpack low. Jetpack critical.
I think this pipe is low enough that I can rotate them like this and they would still be effective. I think. Okay, now this doesn't do anything, obviously. Because there's no gas in there. So, let's give it a test drive. Oh fuck, I cannot reach this now. That's stupid, man. Okay, we want to pump to outward. I've set it to inward, as in pump into the pipes. Seriously, this is painfully stupid. I mean, the placement is fine, but the placement of the measurement devices is not. So let's correct this before I go into this, else I will just be frustrated. Okay, and the vent itself should also be placed differently. I would say...
Further critical.
One of those Stationeers experiences, and I want more of these. There definitely need to be more long-term goals that you have to. I mean, I keep phrasing it like this, but I mean it's a good way to say it. That stand on the shoulders of giants, of other things that you have accomplished but need to accomplish first. In other words, you need to make haste, so to speak, and you will never know if that would actually be enough. If the things that you have to do later still, if it's still time to do those things, you know? I mean, once the plants are solved, all the long-term goals are solved. I mean, everything is just relatively speaking a joke. And I want more long-term goals. I mean, what about, for example, what if your character that you're born with, like in Rogue Legacy, has some illness, so you need to take some medicine. Only every few days maybe, but you have to manufacture that. So that would be like food, but you have to get that by different means instead of just planting it. That would be stupid, but it wouldn't be shitty and would contribute. Okay, let's set that to inwards and see what the pressure is. Nothing. Okay, why not? Because there's no pipe connected. What am I doing? Aha, a few megapascals already, and the temperature is falling quickly. So it's the temperature in the room dropping. Not that I can speak of. Yeah, slowly it's dropping. Not very strongly. I mean, it's not exactly a countable heat exchanger what we have here. Also, there's this problem with condensation.
Air tank low.
I'm not sure how to deal with that, because if I would just let that out there, which would get rid of the pollutant as a nice side effect, which is cool, we would also get rid of CO2. See, the pollutant is not even in liquid form, but the CO2 is. The CO2 though is exactly the stuff that I don't want to get rid of. Oh, that helps.
Airlock. Releasing. You are listening to Sinfera on Zoma FM.
so the liquid CO2 can drain into the room. Hey, shouldn't that be dripping CO2 then onto the ground? I want to see that. Five megapascals. As soon as it's at... Now it should become liquid. We should have some liquid CO2 in there. We do. But maybe it evaporates too quickly when it comes back into the room here. CO2 is increasing, as you can see the percentage, so that's coming from the pipe via liquid. Minus 38 degrees. Okay, now we have a quasi-cooling solution, but it's insufficient. But I have no choice, I have to grow the plants now. What will I do with the furnace? That's an interesting problem. But I think the answer is, I make a second one out there. Ah! I mean, some solutions are simple. But first, let's program the cooling solution. Oh no, let's... what degrees have 31 degrees?
Air tank critical.
Ah, shit, okay. Open helmet. Replace air. Drink something. Eat something.
Hunger caution.
Then I need a plant day cycle. Nom nom nom. The grow lights. Come on. I could just use all the grow lights instead of going specific here. And maybe I should actually do that. I mean, ignore the name. SB on 1. Let's see if that works. It does, okay. So we need a counter. Alias R15. And that shall be my day-night counter. Und alias day-night, day-night, state, day-night is day. I know, it's a bit crappy, but no time to design, just, okay. So we subtract from the counter. Subtract from the counter into the counter 1. If the counter is greater than or equal or greater than 0, I want to go to grow light done. Otherwise, we have a problem. We have to switch. How do we have to switch? So, if I want to write into the register day-night counter, that was a move, right? Move into this one, the value 1400, that would be the duration that I wanted to be lit. And move 1000, which is 2400. Let's see, we have half a second is one game tick. 1 day is 20 minutes. 20 minutes is 20 times 60, which is 1200. So we need 2400, which we hereby have. 1000 and 1400 is 2400. So that would be the night, and that would be the day. But now we have to select when to do which. Branch if greater than 0. Day-night counter. Grow light done. But that is not the case. So now we need to... Oh, we need to select. Yeah, of course. It's very simple. Select into register day-night counter based upon register day-night is day or whatever. But that's not all. We have to... then have to just flip it around. Yeah, it's simple. Select into this thing. If it is day, then it shall be 1400, else it shall be 1000. And also what we need to do is we need to flip this bit. Let's see if that's what it is. So, subtract from day-night counter 1. Branch if greater than 0 day-night counter, grow light done, and just write whatever value we have or had in there so the light will constantly be turned on or constantly be turned off. It will constantly be what it's supposed to be. This value holds what it's supposed to be. Then
Power low.
I will just initialize that only one time because the registers are completely persistent. Move R14 1. Day night is day. But the code has not been checked. So here I realize the counter is now 0. Then I say select into the counter based upon whether it's day, 1400, or just the night value. Now we have that. And now I have to flip this around because... but that's wrong. That's exactly the wrong way. So we have... yeah, basically I have to do this. That's the solution. Whatever we had so far... actually, I don't need to do this. The initial value of the register, since it has never been used, is 0. In other words, it's night. And since the value of register 15 is currently also 0, subtracting here will make this jump not take place, and so it will realize, oops, we need to do something about the day-night counter, and then we'll flip that, and so it will flip that from 0 to day. And then here we see when it's day, we select this, and it starts to count, and so forth. Yeah, that should actually be the proper day-night counter. Temperature is 37 degrees. I haven't yet programmed the cooling solution. I need to do that also, sadly. But maybe I should first cool down the room extremely.
Temperature low. Temperature critical. Temperature low.
Okay, export. Let there be light. Should I turn on now? It should. What? I did something wrong. What is happening? Move, no, SDB setting day-night counter. What's the counter showing? It is showing... So it's counting down from 1000. For whatever fucking reason it's thinking that it's night now. I don't know what I did wrong there. It started with this being 0 and that being 0. Here it flipped the 0 to 1, which means day. If it's day, it selects 1400 and switches the light on. I don't know what's going on there. Anyway, but I guess it's working. We'll just keep that written in there. This can go turn off. Oh, look at that. The wind turbines are doing their thing. So let's be a bit blunt and plant 3 potatoes. So we get something to eat. Now we need to program the cooling solution. So that is the pipe analyzer. Cool. or cooling. Anal cooling. Ha 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 ha. So anal cooling is when you sit down in your car in the morning and you don't, like my driver haha, neatly has, heated seats. Very luxurious. Only the best for me. Define anal, hash. That's actually incorrect. Cooling, and that is the analyzer, pipe analyzer, sizer, pipe analyzer. Let's see, is it spelled correctly? Pipe analyzer, and now spell the word size, and then it's haha correct. Why they don't change this, I don't know. I mean, yeah, backwards compatibility, but have you ever heard of both being correct? That's a possibility, right? So you have the temperature regulation, which I need to soon remove, and then I will just, let's initialize R0 with 0, and when I remove these lines it will just be 0, and so this stuff still works nicely. Actually no, that's stupid. That's a stupid way to do it. I still need the temperature. Instead I should reserve a register. Room temperature. Room temperature R13. Load that into room temperature, adjust for Celsius, make the decision into R0 based upon room temperature, but leave room temperature as it is. In other words, that was actually correct. As an initialization, once I comment these lines out, so that this down here will still do what it's supposed to, instead of getting confused with some random value that's in R0 still. So what's going on here? Yeah, in a few minutes that should turn on. Temperature is 37 degrees. Oh, and I realize we need some CO2 in here.
Temperature low. Temperature critical. Temperature low.
So let's get some CO2 in here. %. Nice. And that door should basically not go out of business when it comes to temperature. I need to regulate the temperature differently. So do this, this and that, because I don't want to lose the precious CO2. Temperature is currently 20 degrees, which is fine, which will of course slowly heat up. This should go on any moment. Any moment, not exactly. And then the plants will driving towards fruiting. Yeah, they haven't yet realized that they... Oh no, the air's gotten better. 5% is good. Okay, now the cooling solution needs to work. Let's first load the value of this dude into whatever. Load batch name into R0 from this dude the pressure, and if well, it depends on what I want to do, but first I want to write that into the housing. Right, and I also should make sure that this thing is always on. Write batch named into this guy, lock 1. I don't want to be able to accidentally turn that off myself, else whatever value I might be reading from that thing might be bogus. Don't want to risk one moment of that, so lock and then on. And this should also tell me that this is working. It is not working. Write batch named into this guy, lock 1 on 1. Pipe analyzer, anal underscore cooling. This is all correct. Why is it not working then? Anal cooling. It's connected. And there's only one cable network in this bitch. I don't get it. That is weird. Maybe they have actually corrected this, who knows? Oh, structure! Yeah, of course. That's the mistake. Yep. So it's on. I'm getting here a value of 0. Temperature is already 42 degrees! Oh man, So what is the value saying now in kilopascals? We have 2.5 megapascals in there, falling as fuck, because the temperature too is falling as exactly as fuck. So that thing is under control. Now we need the active vent to also be under control. Vent cooling. Cooling. Is the lamp going on? Oh no! Wait, what's happening? Oh shit! I have removed the monitoring of that value. Maybe I shouldn't have, because apparently I did something wrong here. Always crappy when that happens, when your survival depends on it. Could it be that it is... Oh, one thing I completely... Yeah, shit, I wanted to check that, if this is actually correct, which it's not. If it is not equal to 0, if this not equal to 0, then it would be... Oh man, that was exactly the wrong way. Let's flip that around. Move... day is night is day, mach mal 0, and the counter also 0, so we finally get some light in here. And then we remove these. I wanted to check that, but sometimes you're having too many threads running in your head and then you drop one, and you might think, well, then don't drop one, but what if I have too many threads in my head to realize that I just dropped one? That is the indication of an imperfect mind, and I'm working on it. So if it is not, if this is equal to 0, then that's a truth situation. The truth would be written in here, so 0 becomes 1. If it is equal to 0, but this is 1, then it is not equal to 0, so it is not true. So this will be 0. So this inverts the bit, and so it flips from day to night, and then accordingly it will set the counter. That should work. Temperature 27 degrees. Let's see if we can... Vent cooling, was it, right? Music change, alright, let's do it. Define vent hash structure active vent. Structure active vent. Define vent cooling hash vent cooling. So if the room temperature is above 25 degrees, then I want that thing to kick in. So depending on room temperature, it shall switch the cooling to on or to off. With the room temperature we already have, hypothetically, here, but we just leave this one out. And then I guess I should take some measures. What's the power doing? Power is looking good, so let's turn this thing on again. So let's see. We have to make a decision. Either it's cool enough or it is not cool enough. If it is cool enough, we have to empty out the pipe. If it is not cool enough, we have to fill it up until a certain pressure level. So we want the pressure in that thing. So let's just make a reserved variable for that. I feel more comfortable in the current situation. Pipe press R12. So here we have the pipe pressure. Happily keeps counting. How are the plants doing? We have 14 degrees Celsius. What? Oh! Oh right, the cooling is currently working, I forgot.
Temperature low.
And it's cooling too much. Shit, that's the problem. I mean, it's not drastic, but should keep that in mind in the future. Moderately well, because it's a bit cool. I assume that this gas is still pretty hot, 270 degrees, so the room will heat up in no time, not a concern. Pressure 60 kilopascals is not too good, I must admit. Which I hereby did, and so I did my due. So now we have the pipe pressure and we have the room temperature. So write into register R0 if the room temperature is greater than 25 degrees. Actually no, that's what I don't need. I need to branch if greater than R0 room temperature. Wait, what? Oh right, where it should branch. Too warm. Room too warm. Yeah, bra is something we use on Amiga 68K assembly. Room temp done. Room too warm. If the room is too warm, then it needs to write into register R0 if the pipe pressure is less than, let's say, 2 megapascals. And then it needs to make sure that the vent will, first of all, it should be flipped. Write batch name to vent cooling mode. 1 sucks from the place where you are, that's the dangerous mode, and 0 is the default mode, the harmless mode that doesn't suck from where you are, in the airlock for example. 1 is the dangerous that sucks from the room, and it shall. And then we need to say on based upon R0. So if there's still some room in there, so to speak, we pump into that pipe. Else we do not pump into that pipe. Anyway, that's the situation that we have when the room is too warm. Okay. But if the room is not too warm, then we need to suck the pipe dry. And we have to do a similar thing once again. And we have to do that based upon whether the pipe pressure is greater than 0. If the pipe pressure is greater than 0, then R0 will be 1.
Hunger, caution.
And so we switch the vent on. So that should be the complete cooling solution. Let's see if that works. Now it's cooling down the room, possibly too much. Maybe I have to adjust the value, because once you suck the gas back into the room, that gas will be... See, it pumped more, because by cooling it contracted, and so there was more room to pump something in. Funny. And you can also see it's overshooting. That's why it's not constantly going on and off. So overshooting the 2 megapascals, which then becomes slowly less than 2 megapascals, and then it turns on again. So 28 degrees. This thing is actually doing its cooling dues right now. How are the plants doing? Thriving like they're supposed to. Oh, this one is empty already. It died. No. Okay. Then we need the microwave. Tables. Microwave. And what else is new? The eggs. Damage is at 90%, so I could still, I mean, after all this, I mean, I keep hearing people I mean, okay, not at this day and age, but months ago, many times, I heard people complaining that their eggs were already, like, gone. And, I mean, I have wasted so much time fucking around in here. My eggs are still good. I could still have chickens right now. I don't want them, but, you know. So, where shall the microwave be? Okay, room temperature is 23 degrees. We have a working cooling solution. Great! It worked right away. Well, that's 40 years. No room for the table, huh? Crap. I don't have room for the table.
Power critical.
Another reminder. I have too many of those. Go away. That's just crappy placement, man. Maybe for now I could just place it here. Oh, these bridge kind of tables cannot place here? That's stupid, man. Rocket Works, what are you doing? Force the rear bars, but I think we're fine. I mean, if nothing goes wrong, haha, it's a big if, but so far we're looking good. I mean, the temperature is good, we have an automatic cooling solution that's actually working. The overpressure thing is still active, but I mean, we don't have an overpressure situation. What about the CO2? 5%, which is a bit close, 2% is minimum, I think, but still fine, and we still have 2 in reserve here. All of that is good. That was a relatively fun session, I think. Could have been worse. I mean, I could have talked about the election, for example. Which I hereby don't. Oh right, I mean I could maybe let the centrifuge run and stuff some of the scrap in. Yeah, that's a good idea. Would cost some electricity, but I have coal and I can make another upright wind turbine or 2 maybe, so let's see if we can get this done. Oh, this would be fine. That works, only looks a bit crappy. Let's use a different table. It's a bit more solid. I think there should be more variants of tables, but this is really not a priority. Main thing I'm looking forward to is the terrain and nuclear power. And I mean, of course, the problem with nuclear power is, what do you use it for? To make power, okay, but that's exactly the problem, isn't it? What do you need that much power for? Terraforming, but the terraforming thing is an expansion that they will sell separately for full price, is at least what I heard. But now we have some terraforming aspects in here. If you haven't watched the news, which you should, because I mean the episode is really well done, even though there's some talk in there which you might consider rambling, but I found it to be relevant, and so I said it. And what I said there is that, well, let me just show you. I can show you that right now. World setting. Hopefully I won't like hit something now. So this is a user interface that is not for us. It's for the developers to fuck around with. Just typed world setting, not world settings. So populate means it will populate the user interface with its components. It does. Now I can go to the global gas mix here. These are the 3 big tabs that this thing has. And here we can see volume. And well, currently it doesn't say anything, but in principle the planets can now have a finite volume. And if you have lots of frozen shit out there, that will then be just accumulated in the concept of ice caps, or ice clouds, or liquid clouds. And I think by now they also have some kinds of ocean that will even also be visualized, but I think they removed that again, like in the previous or so beta build. I mean, we have like 1 or 2 beta builds per day. Per day! Really. That's what these developers do, so pay the motherfuckers.
Hunger critical.
But you know, can see here that we're on the way of kind of getting something that is akin to terraforming. I mean, once we have a finite amount of gas in the atmosphere, that would allow us to change the composition of the atmosphere. Is that not true? Yes, it is. So, yeah, what gives? What will we need nuclear power for? I can't imagine that a studio like Rocketworks, who are really strapped for cash, and that's not their fault at all, how they could just gift us the oh, look at that, thriving. And the light is off again. Everything is working. Ah, hooray! And the sun is back out soon. Do I have some explosives? Yeah, 3, because I need the stuff. Yep, I need the stuff. Well, so we have a finite atmosphere, not yet in practice here, because I guess you have to edit that into the world, but in principle we can have finite atmosphere, and so then you could say, okay, this ginormous amount of atmosphere, I will now change that slowly with machinery, and the machinery might be ginormous, and it might consume like 50,000 watts per device or whatever. So you need to supply that, and how do you do that? By generating tons of electricity. And, you know, nuclear power can of course also be used to just generate heat, which is ultimately what its purpose is anyway. It generates heat. The heat, though, is used then to convert water to steam, and to drive turbines and so forth. That's still, our cities are indeed still running on steam engines. Isn't it hilarious? Thriving. Yeah, democracy thrives in darkness. Ah. No. Well, it's late again. I have to shut this down soon. We have the cooling solved, we have programming, we have the overpressure solved, and we have the day-night cycle solved, though I'm not sure how well this will really play with the sun once it's back, because then I might have to shield the plants further, with more walls or whatever. So let's make the plant analyzer cartridge, iron, gold, copper. Let's make another tablet. I don't want to switch the guys around the whole time. Oh, I need more gold and don't have it. Really? Really? I don't have any gold. Oh, there's gold. Oh, there's a brick of gold in the locker. Let's check this locker if there's more some crap in there that doesn't belong. Not that I can tell. Oh, I have tons more cereal bars than I thought. Hilarious. I had no time pressure at all, even though it's a Stationeer difficulty. Huh. I'm almost disappointed. So let's see, growth efficiency is fine, breathing efficiency is fine, temperature efficiency is fine, min ideal, max ideal, and we have 24, thanks to our automatic cool as fuck cooling solution. So pressure efficiency 100%, min ideal, max ideal, and we are at 60 kilopascals. It's a bit thin, admittedly. See? The pressure in the room is so small that the cooling solution, when it is active, will actually lower that to 59-ish kilopascals, and when it's emptying itself, you go up to 62 again. Light efficiency is fine. Light intensity is 0. Illumination stress is 1. Yeah, whatever. It's only always a few percent, but who cares, as long as it's below 10. No light deficiency, no dark deficiency, no hydration deficiency. Carbon dioxide, we need at least 1. Oh, I thought it was 2%. We have 5.78. Interestingly, the plants are breathing quicker than I can breathe, but we have more CO2 sources. For example, this one, with 4,000 kilomoles, which should be enough. Pollutant, we have a little bit, 20 pascals, but as long as it doesn't reach 1 kilopascal, so 50 times the amount, we're fine. Then volatiles, we have none for whatever reason, and yeah, looking fine. And something that I actually wanted to do but forgot since the stupid grow light is now here, I wanted to put a small locker up there with the plant stuff. Let's make one. Like this, that's kind of what I wanted, but let's first check the other ones. Overhead locker? Short locker? I wish the overhead locker and the short locker were together, you know? Oh, look at that! Automatic lighting. Who did that? Must be someone cool. Well. Then we have the short locker, which I placed stupidly, so I cannot compare properly. That, to me, is like the wall locker, except it also has this foundation, which I really disagree that cables can't go through it. I mean, that's just dumb. I mean, what the fuck, man? That's just annoying, unnecessarily. Corner locker, overhead locker, overhead corner locker, shelf, medium. You can put a shelf there. Oh, yeah, you can put a shelf there. Then the shelf on the wall kind of thing, which I like to have in the airlock actually, in case I want to carry something out or in. My physical to-do list, which I'm sure you know already because you thought of it yourself. If not, then I'm sure you watched the famous and awesome electricity video where that was mentioned and suggested and demonstrated and blah blah blah. So, overhead locker. What? Oh, rocket works. Come on! I mean, what the fuck, man? I think actually I heard them mention... Or was that one of the other dudes? Okay, someone mentioned something about automatic cutout here that was happening at some point. Not for this device particularly, but for some devices or things that you can place on the wall that would need it. Ah, missed. Where would I put this now? Almost. Oh, the overhead locker cannot just be placed. You need a wall for that. Huh. Desperate times. Driving towards fruiting. How much water do I have left? 41 liters. And I have some water with me, but no reservoir yet. So my starter box that allows me to exist is kind of working. What would be required next, of course, is to have dedicated rooms for things. For example, maybe for the plants, or for the electricity, or for something that I've forgotten, but I wanted to talk about. Something. Huh. So, how is our gas doing? Still 237 degrees. So we have some constant heating going on, and it is constantly shitting 5,000 joules every game tick. So 10,000 joules per second into the room. 10,000 joules. 1 joule is you know, watts and joules are closely related for those who don't know. That's something you should really know. Watts, let's say we have a wire and watts are going through it. That's like the throughput, the amount that is flowing. I don't want to go now over the watts and amperes, because honestly, I don't understand it. I wouldn't know what metaphor to use there. But, I mean, watts versus joules. Watts are joules per second. So if you have a glass of water, except the water is just, you know, somehow energy, somehow electric energy, or energy, just energy. If it's thermal energy or electric energy, it's just energy. It's just a measure of energy. That's joules. The amount is joules. The amount per unit of time, if the unit of time is seconds, is watts. So joules and watts are basically the same, except watts is when joules are flowing per second. And so, how many watts are in there? I don't know, Watson. Thriving. I think we're done for the day. I mean, everything's working, and the next steps are like waiting for the plants so I can eat something. Unfucking this. Getting cobalt. No, not cobalt. What was the other thing again? Nickel, motherfuck. And the sun is behind Jupiter. It's already up. You can see that in the sky if it looks like this. And I need to do something about my jetpack. I could just, you know, fart my waste gases into the air, but I could actually. Anyway, it's time for me to shut this down for today. Safe and sound. Nighty night.